Hi Sagittarius. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And to those of you who it's first time here, welcome to you. I am Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I'm going to be doing a monthly general reading for the collective of Sagittarius. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Really any of the 11 placements work. Those 4 are just the top ones. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single one of you who watch this. You don't want to relate to the reading, you want to resonate with it. There's a difference. I've changed up the format of the channel. I used to do weeklies grouped into elements over 4 days, and now I'm doing monthlies and mid-monthlies. Starting on the 1st, and I'm going to do them on the 1st and the 15th, and I'm going to start at Aries and go all the way through to Pisces. So between the 1st and the 7th of every month, all of the signs should be up. And between the 15th and the 21st, all of the mid-month signs should be up. And you can figure out when your reading is coming by coming to the channel and seeing what the last sign I did was. Okay. Oh, another thing I'm doing different is I do morning pulls and evening pulls pretty much every day for myself. And a few days ago, I was guided, or I heard whatever, to record it and post it. So I've been doing that. I don't know how long those are going to last for. I'm just going with the flow. It's an experiment to see. If you want to check them out, they will be in a playlist on the channel called Morning Pull. Okay, so today we're going to do a reading for you. We're going to see where you are, where the universe wants you to be, and what do you need to do to get to where the universe wants you to be. We're going to use tarot for that, and we're probably using the Curious Creatures or the Goddess Tarot. I have a bunch over here. We'll see what happens when we get to that point, because, you know, vibes switch up. Before we get to tarot, I'm going to pull a chakra love card for you, so we know what chakra for you to focus on for the month of January. An archetype card, so you know what archetype to be aware of. And we're going to pull a romance angels card for matters of the heart. So these are romance angels cards, but these can be any kind of relationship that is of the heart. Feel me? Okay. I usually do these last, but they want to go, so we're going. Playfulness. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That's on the bottom. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. See what your chakra is. Interesting. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 in my head, and it won't go away. Everything will be alright if next to you. You don't know about me, but I think you want to. I hope you're singing with me. Okay, chakras. Let's look at that one. Intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. Third eye chakra, amethyst. Okay. Shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. Solar plexus, mukate. Crown chakra, tourmalated quartz. Oneness. You are part of the universe and always will be. Interesting. So you want to get some tourmalated quartz if you can and work with it, hold it, wear it, keep it under your pillow, do meditations with it. Maybe do some crown chakra meditations. You can Google them on YouTube. There's a zillion of them for free. Okay. Are you feeling disconnected right now? Let's see what your archetype is. Yeah, maybe you're feeling, oh, are you feeling separate, like alone? Are you missing someone, Sagittarius? Okay. I have to split these because it's too big of a deck to get it all shuffled correctly, holding it all. Teacher. Oh. On the split is engineer. On the bottom is martyr. And what you got was poet. Martyr, the light, so there's light and shadow attribute of both. And I'm going to read these so that you can be aware of them. So during this month of January, if you find yourself falling in either one of these, you can, like, especially the shadow one, you can be like, oh, wait a second, that's this. The light attribute is learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Shadow attribute is addiction to self-pity. Interesting, because you got oneness. You're a part of the universe and always will be, right? And your nature is what? To be of service. Okay, poet. The light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and the shadow is turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Ooh. Okay, interesting. Let's see. I'm feeling like things have been serious and maybe somber or sad. Macabre is coming to mind, and maybe it's time for the tides to turn and for you to recognize that you are part of everything. That's just going off these. I'm not sure. Let's read your tarot and see what's going on, okay? I don't know. I feel like this is all over the place. And I feel like you guys are all over the place. Your energy is being, like, siphoned, and you're, like, funneling it out in so many different places at once, and maybe you need to, like, bring it back. I don't know. Okay, let's see where you are. Seven of Pentacles. That's like you've been working on something and it's time to, like, check in, and you see it's assessment time. What's working, what isn't? What direction do you take from here? Do you scrap it all and start over? Those types of things. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss any. Okay, for where you are right now, you got the Strength, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Ooh, look at that story it's telling. Wow. see where the universe wants you to be. Twice. So you are checking, and the universe wants you to be checking in. Interesting. If they fall, then I take them. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ah. Oh, Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. For what to do to get to where the universe wants you to be, Temperance came out and the Four of Wands didn't flip all the way out. The Three of Wands is on the split. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. All right, so let's just go over it again. Where you are right now is the Strength, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. I feel like this is like an entire story in itself. Where the universe wants you to be is the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And how to get there, I don't think you're going to like this, is Temperance. Because I feel like whatever's been going on with you, you want it to be done. You want the outcome. You want it to be done. Okay. Okay. The Two of Pentacles is when you have more than one thing that seem like opposing, impossible to meld, but you need them to meld. I know I'm not making sense right now. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to drink some water. What's going on, Sagittarius? Okay. God damn it. I'm like, I need to smoke weed and I don't have any more weed. Okay. This is not a good feeling energy. It feels impatient, but it's not impatient. It's like agitated. It feels agitated. Like waiting is agitating you, you know? All right, the Two of Pentacles is when you have two opposing things that seem to be impossible to fit together. Like your life, right? You have your life, your days are scheduled, it's full. There's every minute you have, it's full. You're doing something. And then you have some kind of health issue, and now you have to work out, and you have to work out. So you have to put that in there, and you're trying to figure out how the fuck to do that. That's where you are. That's what's surrounding you, right? Sometimes the bottom of the deck is what you've moved from, but I think that you're still there. You're still there. And what it looks like is it's something to do with matters of the heart. It's something that's been burdensome, worrisome. You don't trust it all the way. Whatever it is a test from the universe, because you are moving into the next phase. And I think the universe is sending you a bunch of things that have triggered you in the past to see how you'll respond to them, right? To give, because the Strength card is here. So that's something that has been going on for a long time. And it's a test of your will, really. Do you know what I mean? And your discipline. And it's also at the same time reminding you that you are source energy. You are source energy, and everything you need you have within you. So it's just the universe is giving you situations to let you grow your source energy. You know what I'm saying? Where the universe wants you to be is in a place where you are taking your heart and taking all of the ideas and expectations and wishes and things you're disappointed about, despair, taking all of that and leaving it behind. It's time for you to move out of it. So wherever you've been, that's been like you've been maybe stuck for a while, the universe wants you to move out of it. And the way to do it is to have faith in the universe that divine timing is at hand. So what that means is your focus is outward. You need to put the focus inward on you, on building your reserve, building your reserve for you guys, then preserving your reserve. That's the Strength card. And then so you can give from your overflow. It feels like your overflow isn't there and you've been in your reserve, in your reserve, in your reserve. The playfulness card is what came up, right? And the romance angels. So perhaps that is saying for you to look at everything in a lighter way, to give yourself some fun, do something fun for yourself. This definitely, family issues, that also came up, right? Healing family issues. That's what's, I feel like, very strongly underneath all of this. Is wounds, and maybe from your childhood, but maybe it's loss. It's loss of family members, I think. The poet is, and the martyr makes sense, but the poet is really interesting. So maybe one of the ways to get through all this is to express yourself. Okay, the oneness, right? You are part of the universe and always will be. Maybe it's about not necessarily writing poetry, but seeing in poetry, seeing the poet, the poeticness, I don't know what the word is, in everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you do, because I'm having a difficult time getting words out and I'm very frustrated with myself. Okay. Don't mind me over here looking like, can we do this? Okay. Water break. I look insane. I don't care. All right, we're going to clarify. Deciding which we're not using the same deck because I want to use a different deck so that if some of the same cards need to come out, they have a chance to come out, right? I just don't know. Try the fountain. I think this one has different things in it. Hold on, let me see. Some of the decks do their own versions of stuff. Okay, these are right. I feel like this one has something. It does. It has its own card, the fountain. Okay. We're going to use the fountain. I feel like Red Riding Hood. Like, am I hot? Am I cold? Menopause. You just don't know, you know? If I zip it, I'm going to be too hot. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. Please let me know in the comments if all of these things I'm feeling are things that you are feeling, or if you relating to that. Okay. I want to see what... Let's see what the Four of Cups is. The Page of Swords. Huh. The Seven of Pentacles again. Again. Third time. Right? Okay, well, come on. For the Four of Cups is the Page of Swords and the Seven of Coins, Pentacles, and the Magician. Magician on the bottom. So, I'm going to pull one more card. There's a lot of distrust from you, like you don't trust a lot of things. The Four of Cups came out for the Four of Cups. Magician on the split, the Three of Wands. Okay. There's an action that you need to take, and I think you've already started it. You're right there. The Eight of Wands is here too, right? And that's like rapid fire communication. So you might be getting news, or you might have already received news that was really not what you wanted to hear. You're in a place of pause. Four of Cups twice. That's like receiving an offer of love and not taking it, like waiting on it. Some readers read it as boredom too. I don't think that that's what it is with you. I think that maybe you're in a rut. You're stuck. You feel, at the same time, you're not. It's like a lot, your life is moving around you, but you're not. You're moving too, but your spirit is stuck. Your spirit is stuck, Sagittarius. You are not alone. You are one. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Is that what this is? Okay. Let's see what else there is with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay. If there's anything else. What else can you tell Sagittarius about where you want them to be? The Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. I'm going to take another one. But this is about you not looking at the truth. Yeah, something like that. Let's look at this guy. The Three of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Knight of Pentacles on the split. The Page of Cups on the bottom. And what came out was the Five of Coins, Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Five of Pentacles is very much the martyr in its dark attribute. All right, the Wheel of Fortune spins, and it's powered by the universe. Source powers it, and it doesn't stop, really. The direction it goes depends on us, our free will, the choices that we make. And the universe wants you to let the wheel go, and it's hoping that you move along with it in the direction that is going to feel uncomfortable for you. It's going to feel uncomfortable for you, but is that discomfort, is where you are now worth staying in more than the temporary discomfort that you'll be in? Do you know what I'm saying? Because this feels like it's been a long time, like years of something you've been carrying heavy in your heart. There's an element of the truth that you are not accepting. This is really challenging. This is something that's really going to challenge you, huh? I would love to know in the comments if you want to share, but no worries at all, because I feel like this is very private, personal thing for each one of you, and I totally get that. The red heart is like super sticking out to me. It's like a fuck you with love. Do you know what I mean? Fuck you, but I love you. Oh, Sagittarians, I just can see you crying. Like, Let's pull some cards for Temperance for how you can get out of the rut that you're in, okay? We're going to use, we're going to use this one. Yeah. No? Yeah, we're going to use the Thoth deck. Okay. The Princess of Discs, which is Pentacles, which is the page in this deck. Princesses are pages, right? They're not queens. I don't know why I'm doubting myself, but I want to just make sure that it's right. Yeah, it's pages. Okay. And you came out sideways, going into the reverse. So that's a warning. It's a, first of all, look how beautiful that is, right? These cards are so beautiful and so powerful. On the bottom is the Five of Cups, disappointment. That's what I'm feeling so strong in this whole thing. Is there's just this, like, you feel defeated and alone. And the Five of Cups is my cup of self-medication. I think you need a reset. I think you could use a vacation, a break for even a little bit if you can. some kind of alone time in your day, something solitude, you know. The Page of Pentacles is to find yourself in a place where you're open and eager, like you're invested in learning. You're invested in learning whatever this is. So this would be how to let go, I think. How to let go and how to rebuild your reserve so you can preserve your reserve and give from your overflow. Feel me? Oh. I'll pull another card on. I don't know. This doesn't feel finished. It's like massive overwhelm. I'm surprised the Nine of Swords isn't out. Well, it's almost like you do feel like the Nine of Swords, like anxiety, but whatever's happening in your life isn't allowing you to even break down. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you need to break down. The Tower. That's totally what you need. You need to let it all fall apart. You need to let yourself fall apart. Oh, Sagittarius. The bottom is the Queen of Swords. This is a Libra card. If you have Libra in your chart, it could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it is the Libra card. And what it's saying for you. Is this the star? Oh, it's Temperance. Huh. Temperance came out for Temperance. Divine timing is at work, and the universe wants you to embody the truth. The Queen of Swords isn't cold. In reverse, she's cold, but in her upright, she's not. She's not in defense mode. Her sword is pointed down. She is taking her head off if she needs to, but she's chilling. She knows who the fuck she is. She sees the truth. Blindingly clear, immediate truth is the superpower of the Queen of Swords. And that is in a way where your emotions are detached. You're not feeling. They're just not being the thing that influences you anymore. You understand? It's standing clear sight and being able to take action. And that's where the universe wants you to be. It is time for it. So I'm surprised actually that the Four of Swords didn't come out either. This is a really interesting reading, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Again, no worries, because I really do feel like this is super personal for each one of you, and I totally get it. We're gonna do a last... Okay, let's just go over this, right? Well, I think it's pretty clear, right? You need to let yourself break down if you haven't, or you need to accept the breaking down around you, the disappointment and the feeling like, what is the word I'm looking for? Abandonment. You're not abandoned. You're not abandoned. You're not abandoned. Study deeper into anything, any subject that, any area where the subject is oneness, like Buddhism. Do things like Tai Chi or yoga. Sit in nature. That's the part of you, if you can recognize that, put your belief back in it, feel all the energies, maybe maybe people have passed on, maybe you have passed on loved ones, and you're feeling very alone and separate. They are still with you. Their energy is still here, okay? This is either a reminder for you of that or a suggestion or a whatever for you to look into that. I don't know what the right word is. Sometimes the words just don't come. A lot of times they just don't come to my brain because there's so much happening in this head. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Okay. It feels more settled. I feel it. I feel the pain right here. Red jasper. Maybe get some red jasper. It's a good grounding. Also, orange selenite. Selenite is like direct call to the angels, and the orange selenite has hematite, I think, in it, which gives it a grounding effect. So that's why I think you need to both be open and grounded at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? A channel. Let yourself be a channel. Let yourself be a channel. Okay. Acupuncture. A tattoo. Dancing. Seeing horses, like nature. On the split is moving forward. This is the Lantern Oracle, by the way. On the bottom is assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. This came up for Cancer. So if you have Cancer in your chart and you haven't watched that reading, maybe go watch it. That was that was bananas. Bananas, that one. Okay, this is the Lantern Oracle. And what came up was 40, inner integration. There's peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. And the one that's on the cover, strength of vulnerability. The power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. Okay, let's see what these are. I really like this deck. There's a lot of reading. I'm going to drink some water before I do all that. Throughout our lives, we go through many phases and versions of ourselves. We explore different roles, terrains, experiences, and company. At each stage of human development, we are mostly physiologically and psychologically attuned to the archetypal consciousness of either mother, maiden mother, guardian, or crone. Broadly speaking, each archetypal energy is a life stage or cognitive window that shapes and contains the ways we are capable of perceiving, processing, and engaging with life throughout that phase. Each facet or version of ourselves is in and of itself incomplete, wild, raw, and uncut, so to speak, especially upon entering into a new life phase. We learn to find our way and adjust as we go. This takes time. Experience and increasing maturity tame us as we slowly master the maiden, mother, guardian, and crone energy. Eventually, our rough edges get worn down to a smooth surface, and we become increasingly adept at recognizing the red flags and which battles are necessary to fight. Drawing this card is the Crone's Blessing. It represents that you are ready to advance further in your self-integration. This may be a time for gaining much peace and appreciation from reviewing each stage of your life up until this point. The Seven of Pentacles, how many times did that pop up, right? During this period of self-reflection, journal the significant events, people, preoccupations, and epiphanies that stand out for you. Notice how they have influenced different versions of yourself. Highlight all of the traits that you love about each version and whether they seem to have faded. For example, the energy and wonder of your youth, the bold conviction of your teens, the openness, love, and idealism of your young adulthood, or the self-knowledge, confidence, and insight of the guardian. The featured crone offers to hold you in her serene consciousness while you imagine your spirit self as the light and your lifespan as a kaleidoscope. It does not matter which way you turn the knob, which colors arise, or how the patterns emerge and dissipate. It is always the spirit self that shines its brilliant light through. If the kaleidoscope of your life has ever been tampered with in ways that seem to block your light, look again. Your light has always illumined and glistened through what clouded in. Should your light ever be tampered with in the future, always remember that your spirit self continues. It cannot be extinguished. Every color, experience, and facet of you is always present and available to be expressed, translated, and integrated through the kaleidoscope of your life and body. You are worthy. You are worth being here. You deserve love, happiness, and everything good, and peace, and a life of ease. Integrate what you love and what continues to resonate from previous versions of yourself. Live the harmony of your wild through your tame. All right. Strength of vulnerability, number 4. So that was number 40, and this is number 4. And number 4 is the Empress, the Emperor. So maybe you have Aries in your chart, or maybe some of this has to do with an Aries, or not at all. 4s are also about harmony, right, and balance. Ooh. Feelings of vulnerability arise when we are treated as if we are, or we believe ourselves to be, incapable of adequately protecting or providing for ourselves. It may be that we feel somewhat dependent or insecure in a relationship, intimate, social, or familial, profession, situation, or place. Our vulnerability presents us with the fears and the uncertainty we need to confront and overcome in our personal development. Therefore, what frightens us can be used as the catalyst to discovering our inner resources and the capacity to self-empower and outgrow any perceived limitation. If we listen to and accept our feelings of weakness and what seems threatening, we can identify effective ways to prepare and learn to support ourselves to survive them, master them, and thrive beyond them. As the maiden, you are the warrior. Your life experiences and current resources are not random, but perfectly equip you to take on whatever makes you feel vulnerable. You are at the threshold of realizing your inherent strength. Right? And we're talking about like the universe challenging you and testing you. To know what you are capable of involves daring to experience the full spectrum of yourself. This includes exploring what you believe you are not. It could help to ask yourself, how would I handle this situation if I did not feel inadequate? In what ways can my current feelings of vulnerability be perceived as a strength? Write down your answers before further asking yourself. How can I creatively mobilize this strength to make me feel confident in taking the necessary steps to confront or navigate my way beyond what feels threatening to me? The maiden encourages you to recognize your vulnerability as a training ground for developing the necessary skills, resources, and support network to gain a sense of self-mastery and strength over any perceived weakness. Your vulnerability is where you recognize your power. This is heavy, Sagittarius. I hope that it helped. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. I don't know, hold on. I feel like maybe there's one more, you might need one more thing. I don't know why. What do I have over here? One more. Work your light oracle. It just doesn't feel, it feels like it's complete and then it doesn't. There's just this pervasive, like, seeking. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like you're seeking. Or you just want to be, I just want to be held. I just want to be held. And now I'm seeing roller skates, rollerblades. I don't know. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Boom. This is exactly how I've been feeling. Like all these things taking parts of you. You're giving yourself out to all these ways, but you're not giving to yourself. I'm going to need like a massage after this reading. Or shower or something. You are being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. Preserve your reserve and give from your overflow. Only ever give from your overflow. If you're giving from your reserve, you're taking bits of your energy away from yourself. You're siphoning it out. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is your second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into this space when deciding what is okay for you. How does it feel? What is it trying to communicate with you? Where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? There you go, Sagittarius. Okay, I hope this helped. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me, and I will see you again in like 2 weeks at your mid-monthly. Until then, sweet travels, Sagittarius.